I just rushed through the LTT International Finance is from 87 to 93, it's about 25 to 50 million. And from 93 to 2002, it's about 50 to 70 million. And 2002 to 2008, it's about 200 million. And money laundering is all money collected from Europe, it goes hand carried to Switzerland. And from Switzerland, it goes to 3 countries, Dubai, Hong Kong, and Singapore. And from there, it's deposited to the individual bank accounts, LTT-owned bank accounts, and directly payment to the LTT agents. And from there, it used for different purposes, as indicated on the screen. As a summary, 85% of the military hardware was procured from East Asian countries, and 15% of the military hardware was procured from East European countries, and most technical equipment for military purposes are procured from Europe. And it still maintains close contact with East Asian countries and countries in Horn of Africa. These are the countries now who have come to support certain, LTT front groups. And having said that, the world was not blind. They took so many actions, starting from India. They banned LTT, USA, UK, Canada, so on. And these are the count operations done by the other countries. The white color lettering indicates the present investigations. Conclusion. It would not have been possible for LTT to survive as a terrorist organization for such a long period, if not for the unhindered support received by its front organization and radicalized segment of the Tamil diaspora, both in the terms of procurement, propaganda, and fundraising. Unfortunately, today, same front organization, together with the pro-LTT elements, and less than 10% of the radicalized segment of the diaspora population, who were largely responsible for destabilizing the island nation and helped to sustain LTT terror campaigns over more than 30 years, still engage in carrying out same activities as they did in the past in the pretext of safeguarding the right of Tamil and using human rights banner. Finally, the sophistication of the LTT and its impact on Sri Lanka and outside world should serve as a lesson to all governments facing terrorism today, including the countries, those who are wittingly or unwittingly permitting their soil to be used to nurture and condone terrorism, thus leaving us a fearful challenge for tomorrow. Thank you. I had to rush the few slides due to time constraint.